The Smash scene will never ever be the same again. During the last 2 weeks, several top players and commentators have been first accused of extremely serious sexual misconduct and then later publicly admitted to it being true. And we're not talking about light stuff. We're talking about, things that could put them in jail for many, many years. We're talking felonies. This has been especially bad for the Smash 4 and now Ultimate scene. With the top 3 in early Smash 4, Zero, Naira, and Ally are all now banned from tournaments because of their sexual abuse involving minors. Wait, I'm sorry if this is very serious, but yeah. Additionally, 4 big commentators, D1, Sky, Keitaro, and Simpire are all also out of the scene, likely never being allowed near an event again. If you're gonna go back and try to watch any Smash 4 tournament, it'll be hard to find a notable set that doesn't contain either a player or a commentator who is now banned. I don't think you can really understate how deeply these people affected the scene and what a massive deal it is that these players are now banned. However, it is not just the Smash 4 and Ultimate scene. Even people from the Melee and FGC have had similar things come out. Probably the most high profile one being Mr. Wizard, who was one of the guys running EVO, the biggest fighting game tournament. And he has now been fired from the company for admitting to it. I'm not really going to go through more in detail than that because this video is not about them or what they did. But I feel like if I want to talk about the rest and how we move forward, I need to provide the context which we will be moving forward from. Besides, while I wasn't best friends with any of these guys, I still knew them. I played with them. I've eaten several dinners with these guys. I partied with them for some of these guys. I just don't really think that I'm the right person to try to provide a factual source or statement over everything that's happened. I'm simply too emotionally invested in everything. And I don't really think everything has hit me yet. And I don't think I've dealt with it thoroughly. So instead, I'm going to link some videos with more details below. And remember that some of this is still happening. This is not really over and done with. But the dust has settled a little bit, so I thought this was a good time to basically reiterate what I've been saying and put it together in a more cohesive format. I don't really think everything has hit me yet, but it's just been an incredibly rough week and past weeks still. Seeing what these people that I thought they were my friends, or at least people I knew, do such disgusting things, right? I never could have imagined that they would do such disgusting things. And then instead of apologizing or owning up to what they did, they try to lie and manipulate people instead. It's honestly been incredibly draining and I don't know, is heartbreaking the right word? I guess it is. It's just I don't really know myself how to move forward. I will sit and stream Melee and be just fine, just thinking about the game that I love, my favorite game of all time. And then someone in chat will bring up my match versus Chillin' Dude, just as a joke, nothing bad about that. And then quickly you realize that set versus Chillin' Dude is commentated by D1 and in some ways are now forever tainted, right? Yeah. I won't be making videos about this subject for at least a while because I need some time to process and think through everything. People have been praising me for speaking up and saying that I've been using my platform for the right thing, but I'm still not confident that I did everything correctly. In fact, I know I didn't. And I still feel like the real hero here isn't me. It's the people that were brave enough to speak up, knowing what harassment they would face. I don't think they get enough credit. And honestly, I've been struggling with feelings of guilt because I've gained a lot of subscribers, a lot of followers, and attention because of these awful things happening. And I know many people have struggled with the same feelings. It's just been extremely rough for all of us. But I try to remind myself that this is good. This is not the worst timeline. The worst timeline is where these guys get away with it and keep abusing people in our scene while profiting off it. What I and the scene has gone through in the last 2 weeks is honestly nothing compared to what the victims of this abuse have been dealing with for years. Knowing that they can't go to a tournament without seeing their abusers at the top 8s and, getting all the attention, but no one else knowing what they did. We're honestly, it sounds wrong, but we're so incredibly lucky that they had the courage to speak up. There's a ton of things we need to do better in order to make our tournaments and our community safer, but I really believe we can do it. It won't be easy, but we can't let things return to the way they were, because that way is what led us here. This is a ground up problem. This is, this is not just one or two players. It'll take far more than just banning the absolute worst offenders if we want to see long-term change for this. It will take time, and it will take a ton of effort. But if there's one thing that I'll never forget, is that while there's been terrible people in our community, there's also an unbelievable amount of good people in it too. We just got to learn from this. We got to change things, but I truly believe that we will. The Smash community will never be the same. We will never be able to look at it the same again. But that's a good thing. Thank you for watching. Hey guys, it's Leffen here again. I forgot to mention that I'm going to be doing a charity stream this Friday. It's going to be for RAINN, which is the biggest anti-sexual violence charity in the United States. I'll be playing both Melee and Ultimate to raise some funds. So, follow my Twitch and tune in this Friday if you want to help out. I'm also going to be donating some of the money that I made from talking about the subjects, from my videos and my streams. But yeah, that's it. Hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time.